If you ask an Italian which region has the best food, they are more than likely to answer Emilia-Romagna.
I'm really looking forward to spending some time in Emilia-Romagna and exploring all the amazing produce and products and pasta dishes that come from this region.
The wondrous north-central region that lies in the fertile Po River Valley. Adam and Louis are in Emilia-Romagna, heading northwest from Bologna to Modena and on to Parma. This week, he wraps himself up in the sublime taste of authentic prosciutto di Parma, gobbles up the local delicacy, a dish with tortellini swimming in tasty broth, and pays a visit to Ferrari.
This is my pilgrimage. Come share the journey with me.
A quick visit to the Ferrari Museum is a must when you are in Modena.
It's just a visit, just stopping in. I promise. I really love Louis, but this is Ferrari territory. Enzo Ferrari was born in Modena. His father had an engineering workshop here, and today there is a museum in his honour. This is the Ferrari of all Ferraris, La Ferrari. To own one of these Ferraris, you'd had to own 5 Ferraris previously and only 399 of these babies built. I'm sorry, Louis, I had to do it. It was me. Ciao. Tortellini are known as a ring-shaped pasta with a filling inside. And traditionally this filling consists of mortadella, pork and cheese. And today I'm lucky enough to be in the kitchen of the queen of tortellini, Lucia. She's going to teach me how to make tortellini in brodo. Ciao, Lucia.
Ciao.
So we have pork, maiale.
Pork, maiale.
Okay. That looks beautiful. Really nice and pink and lean. Now we're going to seal the pork in the pan. Okay. And the pan is really, really hot. No oil either, just the butter. This is interesting. So the pork really is just sealed in both sides for 30 seconds. Out it goes, and we start to make the filling.
Adesso andiamo a macinare.
Lucia just said to me next he mixes the pork with the mortadella. E parmigiano, no.
Okay, after.
After we add the parmesan.
This mouth-watering tortellini recipe will be back after the break.
Ah,
Good? È buono?
molto
Perfetto.
buono. So Lucia just told me that in the filling is the mortadella, the pork, Reggiano cheese, top quality cheese, nutmeg, which was interesting, which I can taste there, just on the back of my palate, all mixed together, and a little bit of salt and pepper. Now we
Bene.
make the pasta.
Vuoi provare ancora?
Yeah.
Ora?
Okay.
Ok, vai. Parti da qui.
Ah, from the bottom.
Spingi.
See?
Tenerissima,
How-
È difficile.
So about 5 minutes of working the pasta dough to get it to the right thickness. Okay, we're ready to cut the pasta and make our tortellini. Oh, this is an interesting little utensil there.
Un'invenzione italiana.
So going up and across, creating these little squares. And what was interesting before, Lucia mentioned to me that she makes the filling a day before, so all the flavors combine together. And also she mentioned you never add hot filling into the fresh pasta. That's a no-no. Okay. This is where I'm worried. I've heard about Lucia's speed in making tortellini, and I'm a little bit concerned if I can keep up. Look at her speed. I've done 3, she's done 20. Whee!
And there?
Uh-oh.
Pronto?
All right, I'm ready.
Prendi?
Finger. Oh, non mi metto.
Prima guarda. Chiudo.
Yes. How am I meant to roll that pasta?
Prova.
Okay. Questo. Uno.
Chiudi.
I think my finger.
No. Unisci. Quasi. Dobbiamo farne tanti.
Yes,
dobbiamo
yes,
mangiare.
yes. She's just told me she's going to continue making them, otherwise we're not going to be eating anything. So it looks like we have enough tortellini, and this one here is one of the ones that I made. Buono?
Buono.
Okay, so into the brodo.
Adesso li cuociamo, il brodo bolle.
Okay, so your brodo's boiling away, straight in with the tortellini. And look at all the tortellini have held their shape, keeping that filling inside. Wow, wow. Due.
Due. Good? Vanno bene?
Molto bene.
Sei stato bravo.
Bellissimo.
Bravissimo.
Soft tortellini, the filling inside, the brodo's exquisite. Lucia, grazie for showing me this traditional pasta dish. Today I'm with 2 young ladies who are 4th generation Parma prosciutto producers. Can you tell me about how the family has progressed over the years and the business has grown?
It all started in 1959 with my grandfather Geminiano,
Okay.
who together with his 5 sons performed the northern countryside tradition of slaughtering 1 or 2 swines per family and then eat the meat. From here they had the idea of starting a business, and during the first week they slaughtered 16 pigs.
16 pigs?
That was a lot for the technology at the time. Nowadays we are the 4th generation working into business, and still we all have a different role inside the group.
Okay.
But whenever we have to make a decision, we gather and take it together.
I'm sure that's a nice, fun experience with all the family trying to
It
make
is.
it.
After the break, Adam wraps himself up in prosciutto di Parma.
This is a fantastic area for food culture. Here, it comes all from the earth, grass that feeds the cow, which will
Okay.
produce milk, and then milk will be transformed into Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yeah, into the cheese, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. From the production of this cheese, there is a waste called whey.
Yeah, so the milk curds, and then there's the leftover, which is the whey,
basically water with proteins and flavor of milk. And at the very first production of Parmigiano Reggiano, they didn't know how to use this. So it was just a waste, and they sold it for nothing to pig farmers. And they just decided to feed the pigs with it. And then they found out, by accident, that the hams were a lot tastier and softer and smoother.
Now, I understand, Giulia, that the process to actually making prosciutto is quite extensive. Can you explain some more?
We have many phases. The secret is how much salt to add, when to add it, and it's a game of temperatures, humidity, and expertise and sensitivity.
Yeah, definitely.
Basing on the weather outside, we decide how to change the temperature, the humidity, when an inspector comes here and controls the fire branding of hams. And you can see on each ham is fire branded the local crown with the word Parma written in it. And when there is that crown fire branded, we can call them Parma ham.
And then finally it's a Parma prosciutto.
It's a Parma.
Yeah, fantastic. I did notice downstairs there was a fair amount of machinery, but also there was a lot of manual labour too, which is keeping the tradition of Parma ham.
The workers have many years of experience.
Yeah.
Also 20 years of experience in this work, so...
Wow. So what a fantastic process, from what the pigs eat to the final product being this amazing Parma ham. Ladies, thank you so much for giving me this information. Now I truly understand how special Parma prosciutto is. Grazie.
Prego.
Adam heads into Bologna to visit Osteria del Sole, a restaurant where you take your own food. Sounds strange, but it's very popular and has been around since 1465.
Buonasera. Buonasera. Can I get some prosciutto, mortadella, salami, maybe some parmesan?
Okay.
Take away from me.
Okay.
Later on.
Okay.
The osteria that I'm sitting in has been around since the Renaissance, and their philosophy is all about eating and drinking and sharing good times. And I have Zoe who's going to explain to me about the history of this osteria. Ciao, Zoe.
Hi.
Zoe, I brought the food.
And I brought the beers.
Perfect. Now, Zoe, how long has this osteria been around for exactly?
It has been around exactly from 1465.
1465.
1465 is the third most ancient osteria in Europe.
Really?
Yes, so it's really ancient. And the particular thing is that if you think about it, it has been here before the United States were even discovered. So it's really strange.
You know, I love the vibe in this place.
You have a lot of ancient places around here where they have food, like this we're eating. And so everyone takes his own food from these places or from home, and they will share it here all together.
So they bring it in, they sit around and share.
And the wonderful thing is that they can take everything for drinking, wine or beer.
Yeah.
Nothing
else.
Nothing
So no water,
apart.
no.
Yes. No
soft
water,
drinks.
no coffee, no cokes. Only beer and wine.
This is my perfect space. So what happens if there's only 4 of us and there might be 6, so everyone just sits around and starts to mingle and chat? Is that
Yes,
the whole...
that's the most wonderful thing of this place, that you can sit here and chat with people you have never seen before. Like, I made a lot of knowledge that I've never had before.
You know, this place seems like heaven to me because food and drink and people come together, sit and talk about stories. I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's the most wonderful thing.
Yeah.
The relationships with Italian people, but also with international people from all over the world.
After the break, I create a wonderful recipe with my ingredients from Emilia-Romagna. I really enjoyed Osteria del Sole, and I love their philosophy, how people come together to share food and drink and create memories. And this recipe I'm about to cook is one that you share with your family and friends.
For the full list of ingredients and method, visit Adam's Pasta Pilgrimage.
So let's get our crumble onto the go. Take some hazelnuts, shell off, into the pan. No need for any oil. We want to dry roast them. A little bit of salt helps to toast them nice and evenly. So the hazelnuts are toasting away. We've got to add some prosciutto to our crumble. Did I eat some prosciutto when I went to the Martelli factory? I think I almost ate the whole place. So take some prosciutto, nice thin slices. Place that in there like so. Oh, hear that? That little crackling in the pan. That's all the salt because prosciutto is cured with salt. So when we cook prosciutto, it comes a little bit more saltier. So I'm not going to add too much salt to my dish here. It's going to take a couple minutes. Not too much colour on your prosciutto, just flip it over. Using your tongs, just press down the prosciutto nice and flat. That way, we make sure that all that fat renders out and the flavour jumps onto the hazelnuts. Our hazelnuts have a good amount of colour on them, so out of the pan. Now, our prosciutto is looking nice and crispy. Turn your pan off, into the food processor with the prosciutto, the hazelnuts, lid on, and then just a nice light pulse. And now it's time to make our Parmesan cream. Into a pot, some cream, some butter, couple knobs, and Parmesan. It's quite simple, and the only thing here is you've got to keep an eye on it that it doesn't boil too harshly, because what will happen is the cream and all the fat from the beautiful Reggiano will split and your sauce will be terrible. The consistency of the sauce we're looking for should just coat the back of the spoon. That'll take a minute or two. Whilst our sauce is cooking away, we need to add our good quality tortellini into salted boiling water. Now, not too much salt because our prosciutto is our salt content in this dish. In with the tortellini. Give them a stir, just to separate them all and make sure they cook nice and evenly. All right, there's our sauce, just coating the back of the spoon like so. Perfect now for the tortellini to jump into our Parmesan cream. They're floating to the top. They're looking great. Now, normally I'd say use a little bit of that pasta water to help with your sauce. In this case, no, I really want to strain off all the excess water. Just finish one more minute of the tortellini cooking in that Parmesan cream. A little cracked pepper. And then to finish, our beautiful hazelnut and prosciutto crumble all over the top. And there you have it. My tortellini with prosciutto and hazelnut crumble. I think that's my little Ferrari element. By adding that crumble over the top, pays a real homage to all the amazing produce that comes out of Emilia Romagna.
Adam is sad to leave Emilia-Romagna behind. The smiling faces, the abundance of fresh produce, and of course, that red Ferrari.
Ciao.
Join him next time when he's in Veneto. He tries the local food of Venice, travels over to Burano for a touch of seafood, and visits one of the most fascinating restaurants, built on top of an ancient Roman road. For this episode's recipes, stories, and more, visit Adam's Pasta Pilgrimage